Right, here we go. Top 10. Buffing. Buffing is a process of using a specialized cloth, that microfiber cloth that is used for causing a shimmer and a shine. Always remember to clean your handles and the inside and outside of your cupboards. Number 9. All cast iron and steel pots should be cleaned with can be cleaned with a wire scourer. Only those items can be cleaned with a wire scourer. Otherwise you may scratch surfaces, so be cautious. Pots cannot Number 8. Wipe down while hoovering. Wipe down the walls and the skirtings while hoovering, and be cautious not to take too long on this subject, and be cautious not to use a dirty cloth when wiping down the skirtings. Always make sure your cloth is fully rinsed and clean when cleaning the walls, the skirtings, the railings of when hoovering and dusting and cleaning. Dust and wipe the rails with a clean cloth, or you're defeating the purpose of cleaning the rails, the skirting, the walls and carpets with a dirty cloth. So thoroughly rinse any wet cloths. Number 6. That radiator traps a lot of dust from clothing, from people coming in and out, from towels. Each groove needs to be cleaned. I sometimes place the cloth over my fingers so I can get my fingers through each groove. Obviously don't do this if the grooves are of the radiator is tight. Obviously you can hurt your fingers or twist your fingers in this process, especially as you move quite fast when cleaning the radiators. But with these type of modern chrome radiators, you can get away with doing this and get a brilliant look. One customer noticed that how I cleaned his radiators better than anything he's ever seen. So for this purpose, it's important to clean your radiators for all the little details that they notice. They will notice them, the little details, a little effort. So chrome is this radiator is chrome, and it requires shining and polishing, or known as buffing, with a smooth window cloth. So you can use window cloths on this, you can use buffing cloths on this. I prefer to use window cloths on this. They're usually the smooth type, which are usually the cotton cloths are usually the best alternatives. Even a towel, the texture of towels are quite good. A clean, dry, crisp towel is quite good at cleaning the railings, but obviously advisable not to clean use your customer's towel to do your cleaning and your buffing. Number 5. Consider that dust accumulates around doors, and people have sticky, dirty fingers on the latches and on the doorknobs, so they need a wet cloth to wipe down at times. So I usually dust it, and when I notice grease spots, then I buff it with a dust cloth. Right, it's quite crucial this when cleaning sinks and baths. You have to consider what the taps and the equipment, the showers, the shower taps, the shower handles, the rows, where the water drains down. You have to consider what material they're made out of, because some of them can be made out of plastic, so you have to be careful not to use something corrosive. Just use normal soap and water is just as good. I like using a type of cream cleanser that usually has like a type of bleach with it. Obviously you have to be careful with mixing chemicals. Do not mix chemicals. I usually spray chemicals in specific areas and clean them independently, wash my cloths after cleaning that area, and then it's usually okay to rinse off altogether as a means of effective, efficient way of cleaning. But advisably, don't mix your chemicals together, because you can have corrosive, toxic chemicals rising up from that. And always wash and remove any chemicals before buffing and to drying and buffing. Lime scale is quite hard to remove, especially when it's set in. I go to a lot of clients where you have set in lime scale, and that may take 3 attempts, 3 visits before you actually remove the whole thing, in order to be careful not to scratch the enamel paint. So don't try and be super person and scrub with an abrasive brush or scourer, like a wire scourer, to the point that you end up scratching the person's beautiful bath or sink or taps. So think also efficiently, in order to save materials. If you've got maybe 3 clients in a day, you don't want to do up all your cloths. So efficiently consider that you might need to use the same cloth that you've been using to wet clean the bathroom surfaces. And you may even utilize, when you finish cleaning the kitchen completely, you may utilize those same cloths for cleaning that client's kitchen, and then go on to using that same cloth to clean that client's bathroom with the same wet cloth and the same dry cloths, but not the other way around. Don't ever go from cleaning a toilet and a bathroom to cleaning a kitchen. That is a no-no. Don't do that. Plus, these things the client notices, and frankly should be concerned about the bacteria spreading around. There's conditions such as E. coli and salmonella that you'll be spreading from contaminated. And even you get things like not tapeworm, but you get threadworm that you can spread from usually dirt, that the eggs are trapped into the dirt, especially you get that off the toilet. So advisably don't. Number 2, aim to clean the kitchen first. Like I've just said earlier in section 3, imperative to aim to clean the kitchen first. Okay? And that number 1, when entering a home, be polite and take your outside shoes off. Even at the doorstep, I show them that I've got my outside shoes in my hand, if feasible. All right, thank you for listening to this tutorial. I hope it's been helpful to you. And remember, Salute Services offers this as a supplement tutorial for your reminder of your skills that you should have. Okay, so it is not accredited, and it's not officially the main source of training which you should have had. You should have your own experience-based cleaning, and each cleaner under Salute Services will receive a shadowing training session where they will visit a premise that needs cleaning with another experienced cleaner, and experience how to apply the skills if there be anything forgotten. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and I hope we get to meet one day and talk about your experiences. Thank you.